my amazing people. Dr. Chantea, your wing girl, here on location, heading to so much fun and this football Sunday we've got going on here. So today I want to bring up a very important point. If you are looking to meet a girl and you're going to take her to a bar, you're going to go watch sports, you're going to go have a beautiful dinner together, whatever you have planned, I want to talk about how you are going to properly execute that date so that you get to that kiss, that you get to that next step. So stick around as we continue to talk about this ideal way to treat a woman so that you get what you want by the end of the date. Now, if you're not getting what you want in terms of how you look, how you feel, how you operate, your brain, your body, everything, well, you know what? There's no better place to tackle every aspect of life than at the Functionize Fit Lab. So go get your butt over there, start making those changes inside, up here, so that projecting outward, you are going to by far be the most confident man to get whatever woman you want when you want her. So thank you, Functionize in the Fit Lab. Keep making those dudes awesome. All right, now I'm going to tell you about a story of a date that I went on that could not have gone more wrong at the very end of it. Okay, you find a pretty girl, you chat with her online, you meet on a different site, wherever it might be. You agree where to meet, you agree on the time. You should get there earlier. The women should meet you if you're waiting at the bar, tell her where, and beautiful. Okay, you're connected, you're sitting, you got that first drink, you're having great conversation, you guys have a lot in common. She's kind of digging you. She's giving you those eyes. Her body language is scooching closer to you. But at the end, when it's time to pay, to leave, to go to phase 2, you don't whip it out and put your credit card down. You don't put the cash. She takes the bill because you're not paying for her. Okay, date over right there. Yes, this happened to me. A guy asked me out. We had some drinks, we had some laughs. He was very attractive. I was very interested until I had to buy my own drinks and his. Yes, it is great to be a confident woman with the ability to buy my own drinks, and any other woman out there that has, a successful job, she's stable, she can take care of herself and doesn't need a man to. That doesn't mean that we're planning to pay for our own date. I could go out by myself and do the exact same thing and pick up a hot guy to take home with me, not to pay for some guy to just nothing happen with. Point of my story. That was very, very bush league. You don't ask a girl out and expect anything after, because this gets even funnier now. So we pay, great, walk me out. Very gentlemanly thing to do. Walk your date to her car and then lean in for a kiss. And then ask when I back away, what is the interest or not interest? And I said, next time you ask a girl out, make sure you finish the date and pay for her drinks. You might get the kiss then. And I've never talked to him since, and I don't ever plan to. So if you want to avoid those pitfalls, let's properly plan it out. Think about a time when you didn't find the end result going the way that you thought it did. What did you do? Did you wow her? Wow her. People wow them. It doesn't take much. It just takes consideration. Now, we all know varying levels of restaurants, bars. They're super high end. They're super low key. When you're talking to a woman, you get the feel for the type of places they want to go. Are they more 5-star? Are they take me to a dive bar? They're somewhere in the middle. You're going to get the feeling for what they like. Take them somewhere they want to go, someplace new. Ask them, hey, have you ever tried, XYZ bar? And they're like, no, but I've always wanted to. Boom, there you go. You're the first one. You're going to set that impression for every time she goes back to that bar. So you can do one of two things. You can sit there and make it the most amazing experience she's ever had, to where she can't wait to go back, and even better, can't wait to go back with you. Or it can be a recipe for disaster, and we create this stigma in the minds, and that's all that we remember. Oh gosh, I remember that one time I went to XYZ bar and this guy was such a dick. That's not okay. Let's create those amazing experiences with them. So plan your budget. There's no need to stress about a date. If you know that it's a little above your pay grade, well, then you wait until you can take her to give her that experience, and you suggest something a little more mid-range for that time. That's all right. You can build up experiences. I've used that word before, experiences, right? So we want more fun experiences. Well, fun experiences happen all the time. I can go out on a date, I can be with a guy, and we all click. We're watching football, we're cheering, we're yelling. Next thing you know, lips are on one another, and the mood just shifted. Those butterfly feelings are there. That roller coaster ride is happening, all because you were yourself. You were authentic. You created an experience that went to phase 2. So let's keep it going. Let's keep the phases going. All right. First thing comes to mind when I say best date ever. Think back, mull it over. What was the best date that you ever had? We want to tap into those feelings because they're there. Those little neurons, those divots in our brains, we're creating things to replicate. So when we pay attention to what we've done right and we've done well and that has worked for us, well, why change any of that? Let's build upon that. So reflect on amazing dates and then compare it to dates that didn't go so well. How did you change? What did you do different? Did you pay attention to the date? Were you looking around and maybe some other beautiful girl caught your eye? Well, we're going to pick up on that. So think about all those amazing experiences and all those disastrous experiences. And let's create the final balance between the two. So that, say, hey, Dr. C, I got this date coming up, and I know that I want to really, really make it work with this girl. Like, there's something special about the way that we talk to one another. I don't want to mess this up. So how do I get there to make sure I don't mess it up? Confidence. Confidence is key. That is your go-to to ensure you guys have an amazing time. You've got your outfit properly planned. You have taken the time to pick the perfect restaurant, bar, activities, something where you can really connect with this date. You're on time, which means you're early, and you've properly planned to coordinate with her. There's no misinterpretations going. You get there, you're relaxed, you have a nice drink, you don't overdrink. We pay attention to all these little segments that allow you to be the best date possible. Say something witty, make her laugh, break down those barriers as we talked about, with kissing. You want to kiss someone, well, you're not going to get them if they're, hands and they look like grumpy and they just can't stand to be there with you. That's not what you're going there for. So let's take it a step back, pull it in, let that charm out. You're feeling overwhelmed? Take a nice deep breath. We'll blow it out nice and slow. We get our thoughts back. We resume our train of thoughts. And next thing you know, it's the end of the date. That check is presented to you. She goes to reach for it, maybe, and you say, oh, no, I got this. You're my date. I asked you out. It's on you. You pay, you walk her out, you kiss, you move on, and next thing you know, it's tomorrow morning and she's still with you. So kudos to you for following through and sticking with what's important. I can keep going on and on and on, but we're not. So you've got what you need. Be that man, take her out, look her in the eyes, and let her know exactly what you want. And she'll give it to you. So until later, I'll see ya. Let's go play some football.